why do you think the reaction to you guys deciding to join up in Miami was so different? We'll use another example. Let's use Danny Ainge trading for Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett and forming that big three in Boston, which, by the way, was only like 3 seasons prior to you guys making that decision to join up.
Yeah.
Why do you think the reaction was so different? Do you think it was because it was LeBron and he was sort of the best player in the game and he was supposed to do what Jordan did and not team up with other superstars to win?
I definitely feel that was a big part of it. Like, I want to throw it all on Bron, but I definitely feel that, you know, the fan base, basketball fan base had an idea of how LeBron's career was supposed to go. And it was supposed to go like Michael Jordan's career. He's supposed to stay in Cleveland his entire time and win 6 to 7 rings, right? And he had other ideas for his career. And people at the time didn't understand why would he do that, right? They looked at it as a weak move. It's a weak move that he go team up with another all-star and another all-star. So yes, that was a big part of it. I think at the same time as well, they wasn't used to playing. At that time, it wasn't used to players having control. You know what I mean? Organizations made trades. That's what happened. You really, free agency before that was not really that sexy like that, you know? And even though it was some guys who, you know, like I think it was Orlando Magic who had an opportunity to do some sexy stuff with Tim Duncan possibly and Grant Hill and T-Mac, like that would have been sexy, but that didn't happen. And it just wasn't something that was really the sexy thing to do. And at that moment when we made a decision as players and kind of put the control in the player's hand and change the dynamics of what people were used to, you always going to get hate, you know? It's like Allen Iverson came in with braids and tattoos and sleeves, and everybody's like, this is not how the best player in the game looks. They look like Michael Jordan. They don't have tattoos. They don't, and that wasn't Allen Iverson. So you get hate when you're the first ones to do it in the way we did it. And so we understand it, you know, eventually we understood it, because we kind of opened up this path for players to do it for a period of time, and it became the wave. And I'm glad we did. I'm glad we took the hate. But I seen some real hatred out there, JJ. I'm talking about, I see some ugliness, and I from fans that I didn't know existed. And I come from the inner city of Chicago, and I didn't know some of this ugliness existed in the world. And when we talk about racism, when we talk about the things that people said to us, it was on display night after night.
This is at the arena. This is not just people trolling on social media. You're saying this is at the arena. You're hearing stuff being said.
Yeah, this is at the arenas. This is in our everyday life, right? Of us traveling, going places. I mean, at that time we had to have so much security around us because the hate was real, you know, and people would say some of the things that you would just look at them and say, like, you don't even know me. Like, how you speak of me in this, how can you speak of me in this way? But I will never forget the Cleveland game. The first time we went back to Cleveland, I will never forget being in the locker room. And that was the time where I looked at LeBron and I was like, okay, this guy's he's not normal. He's really not normal. I've always said it, but I really felt it. But the hatred that I heard in the locker room, I've never heard hate before. You know what I mean? Like, you can hear someone say something, but if you ever heard the sound of hate, it is the most like uncomfortable thing to experience. And like, I remember walking out of the tunnel, and it wasn't just boos, and it wasn't just I hate yous. It was the look on people's faces. It was the things that was coming out of their mouths and like how raged they were, like in anger, that I said, I will never forget this moment a day in my life about, you know, how someone can really hate you for making a basketball decision that you felt was best for yourself and your family. Is crazy to me.